G'day folks, today I'm doing a little bit of trout fishing reconnaissance work. Earlier this season, or about a month ago, I made a video called trout fishing using the hole hopping technique, where I was just hopping around different streams, trying different holes. Today's no different. I'm doing exactly the same thing. Some of the holes will be the same holes that I fished last video, and some will be new holes. I'm just sending out feelers. Reconnaissance work is very important for any type of fishing because it helps your knowledge bank. It helps you find new places, helps you locate areas that are better than others, and it just gives you a better sense or a better feel for the overall fishing in the region. At the moment, the fishing is quite poor, but doing this sort of reconnaissance stuff, I have found a few areas that have got a few trout in them. Hopefully today I can find a couple more. Rightio, I'm back at Old Faithful, little honey hole here. Now you saw me catch a couple of trout in this hole last year, but I came here a couple of days after opening and never saw a fish. So they were there last year, but they haven't been there this year. And it's been a really tough season this year. So it'll be interesting to see whether there's anything here today. I've got a striped tiger nymph on with one claw missing. I think a redfin might have ripped that claw off the other day. I'm squatting down very low here so as to not silhouette myself against the horizon behind me. I'll cast from way back here and let's see if that helps. This is a hole where I lost a nice brown trout on opening morning. I've only been back to this hole. Oh, I can see one right in the middle of the hole. There's a really nice trout right in the middle of the hole. Yep, I'm going to catch his fish. Oh, I got one, but it's not the one I'm looking at. There's two. Let's just spook the one I was looking at. Oy! The big lift. It's not very often this season that you get to see two trout in the one hole. That is a very pretty little brown trout, a little bit on the lean side. It's actually very lean, very underweight. I'll throw him back. I doubt very much whether I'll catch the bigger one now. The one that I was looking at was at the front of the hole and was probably 3 times that size. Be very surprised if I see him, but you never know. Oh, a little one just come and hit it. Another little one. Oh, there's a few little... Oh, there's the bigger one. He is there. He swiped it. That's about all he done. He swiped it. There he is, just swimming over underneath all those logs and stuff over there. There he is, he's coming out again. Good to see a few trout in the one hole. I've just walked over to this high bank with all this really overgrown stuff next to the track. Obviously I can't get into the creek, but I've just spotted 2 little trout take off from in there, but I can't get to them. Rightio, now this little creek crossing down here, this is a spot that I haven't fished for probably 15 years or more. Actually used to fish here with my mate Straubs many years ago. There was always trout at this crossing. Been a long time since I've been here. I've parked well back from the crossing and I'm sneaking up just in case. If anything, I'll be happy if I just see that there's trout here, because then I'll know that I can come back at a later date and fish up the creek. There's a bit of a breeze blowing across here with a 132 ounce jig head. I don't know how I'm going to go casting from way back here. It's going to be a challenge. If I walk up too close, any trout that are there will see me. Nothing to see here. Oh look, There's one really cool thing. Oh, I can't see him now. There he is. I haven't seen any trout, but I have found this really awesome Murray crayfish. Undersized, out of season, totally protected. You wouldn't take a crayfish out of a stream anyway. I don't even know whether it's legal, but it's always a good sign of a healthy waterway to see a Murray crayfish like that. There you go, buddy. Put you back where you belong. You done a somersault. Awesome. Oh, got him. Yes, you beauty. Haven't fished this spot for a good 20. Oh, he got off. He got off. I went to grab him. I bent over and wet my hand. Went to grab the fish and he got off. Just about to say, I haven't fished this bit of water here for 20 years or more. I fished this creek, but not this spot. That is an excellent sign. The wild brown trout are about as rare as rocking horse poo at the moment. And it's good to know that I've found somewhere else that I can come and wet a line and maybe catch a fish. Here comes one. I saw another one. Similar size to the one I just lost. Lost. I'm going to say caught, because I almost caught it. Wow. I've only walked about 10 metres from the bridge and I've seen 2 trout. There he goes. He's just taken off at breakneck speed up to the top of the hole. That is excellent. And I can see quite a large set of claws up here. This is a crayfish that's significantly larger than the last one that I caught at that road crossing. Look. Oh look, she's full of berry. See that? Nice big female. Now when I say big, Murray crayfish obviously get way bigger than this. But for these little streams, a Murray crayfish this size is quite large. Look, she's full of berry. She's curling her tail up to protect them, and I'm going to just gently place her back and let her go and do her thing. She's got her claws up trying to look defensive, but I think when you're 4 inches long and non-venomous, there's only so defensive you can actually look. Awesome. I think there's a trout. I just spooked one from next to that rock. Just swam up into that mixed up water in there. Right now, I've got my wife Loretta in the car, so I won't walk any further. But I've walked about 100 metres up from the bridge. I've hooked one, had another one strike, and I've seen 2 others that I've spooked, as well as a crayfish. By far, this particular spot is the best of them. This cover helps. Imagine, I talk a lot about riparian vegetation, but imagine if we didn't have all this cover over the creek shading the water. Makes it hard to fish, but it also makes it hard for the sun to get through to the water and heat it up, which maintains a cooler flow of water. If there's not a trout in this hole somewhere, I will eat my GoPro. I was going to say eat my hat, but I haven't got a hat on my head. I've got a GoPro on my head. Look at this. What a lovely looking little pool. Got to be a trout sitting in there, surely to God. Perfect habitat. The water's very cold. That's an ideal spot for a trout. Got him. Oh, I lost him. He hit it. I knew there'd be one in there. Oh, look how overgrown that is. Nice looking spot if I can get a cast. Oh, I couldn't get a better cast than that. Oh, the big one got him. I got him. Look at the size of him. Oh, he got off. He got off right there. And that's my fault. That was pure operator error. That trout was close to 40 centimetres long. Did you see him come down there? He was a good fish. He was quite heavy. Now, there he goes. You just swim back up into the hole out there. In a video I made a while back, I mentioned how I prefer to use the anti-reverse over the drag. It usually works, but on this occasion it brought me unstuck because I didn't have time. I reached down quickly, went to unflip it, and he was gone. I didn't have long enough. So, it was purely my fault. What I might do is just back the drag off just a little bit, so that if that happens again, I've just got a little bit of play. If you have the drag set too loose, the fish will hit it and it'll fail to hook up. If you have it too tight, you'll just pull the hook straight through the fish's mouth. Oh, he come back. He came back for another go. You've got to be joking. Either there's 2 big trout in there or he came back for a second go. Got him. I've got him. Is it the same one? I think it could be. Look, you can hear me drag now. My drag's working. Well, I might have been a bit excited when I said 40 centimetres, folks, but I tell you what, he is a lovely trout. He is a lovely brown trout of about 32 or 33 centimetres. 40 centimetres was close. Lovely brown trout. Have a look at that. You little ripper, you hit it twice, you stupid fish. But thank you for doing so. Goodbye, my friend. Wow. Now, I said 40 centimetres. That was probably closer to 31 or 32. But, you know, there's an old saying, the only time you should ever believe a fisherman is when he calls another fisherman a liar. Nonetheless, he actually hooked up on that strike tiger nymph. I fought him down the rapids and into here, and then he got off. The hook's pulled because my drag was too tight and I was too slow to flick it into the anti-reverse. So this time I just loosened the drag a little bit, and lo and behold, he came back for another go. That is trout fishing at its most exciting. That was just awesome. Rightio, folks, well that's it from me. I hope you've enjoyed this video, and I hope I've been able to teach you the importance of doing a little bit of reconnaissance work when you're trout fishing. I've tried a number of different streams today, some of which have seemed to have no fish, some of them seem to have a lot of fish. I haven't hammered those creeks that I've found with good numbers of fish, and there's a reason for that. That's not what I came here for. I came here to look around and discover new areas, and now, as a result of this trip, I've got a couple of spots that I will be returning to in the near distant future to fish much more thoroughly and hopefully catch a few trout. Thanks very much for watching. If you've enjoyed this video, why not consider subscribing? I do upload regularly, and I'll see you in the next video.